Hi friends, host Eric here. Let's talk to famous people. This is the last video in the transracial cycle of videos. For a couple days now, I've been multiracial. I've been USA race, and I've been Mexican concurrently. Uh, but tonight, I realized what my actual race is. And the funny thing about this whole cycle of videos, right? At no point did I have any idea where I was going with this. But when it occurred to me tonight, I realized, oh, that's the destination. That's the end of the cycle. My race is obvious, and I should have thought of it sooner. And I think somebody in the comments guessed it as a guess in the Mexico video. And I saw it, and I didn't even register. My race is obvious. I'm a famous person. I'm the same race as you. If you've been on the show, if you haven't been on the show, if you're just a viewer, we love you to death. Don't doubt that for 1 second. But you're not a famous person. All you have to do to be a famous person is at least be in the video and say something in the chat. You don't have to be on video. You don't have to say any words on audio. But you got to be in the room and say at least hello in the chat. If you do that, then you are officially a famous person. You join an elite club of famous people. Only people who have been on the show can be famous people. Otherwise, they're lying. It's like putting on a medal, a soldier's medal that you didn't earn. And we can shake our fingers at such people and say, you're not part of our race. You're not a famous person. Anyway, that's my race, obviously. So whoever said that in the comments, it didn't occur to me right now. Must be where I got that from. See, NTPs do that, right? We just steal shit like that. But I try not to, and when I do want to steal it for sure, but I don't want to not credit you when I steal it, because it's not stealing it. That's how life works. That's how we should all be doing things. Just go ahead and grab ideas from wherever and mush them together, and you get new ideas. It's fine. But people don't own ideas. It's ridiculous. That's not the point of this. The point is about my race. I have the greatest race. I'm part of the master race. We're the master race, famous people. What does that mean? It means we're extra cool. Extra cool. Being in this race means you're extra cool. This race affords you certain privileges. This is a real good race to have because there's a clear criterion. You know for sure if you're part of this race or not. And the only thing we're genetically predisposed to? Awesomeness. Of course. So I hope if you are currently a part of my race, hey race buddy, how's it going? Hey race mates. What do you call people who remembers your race? Race brother. Racial brethren? I like race buddy. Hey race buddy. What did you just call me? Race buddy? What do you mean? We're the same race. What do you imagine? Can you imagine me going up to somebody, like some white person, and going, hey race buddy. Are you liking that race, huh? Are you liking our race? Oh wait, you're not a famous person. Or to a black person. Say that. Now that would be ballsy. Hey race buddy. What are you talking about? Well, I'm African American like you. Well, I'm sorry. I am so presumptuous. Are you African American, by the way, by any chance? That's how you started. You started with that. You walk up and you go. Of course, I couldn't do this now, but back when I was African American, I could have done this. So, excuse me, sir. Are you African American? And he goes, yeah. And you go, me too! Race buddies! What do you think it's, it depends on who it is. It just depends on the individual. That's the thing that's so ridiculous about race. What would he say? He'd say, probably be like, why are you fucking with me? You're such a douchebag. That's what I just thought to myself, what would I do if somebody did that to me? I'd say, take your douchebaggery away from me. You're not going to include me in your spectacle making. Still a funny idea, though. I should make a video of me doing that to various races who pass by. And then, like, how, like, oh, it's okay, because look, now I was a serious public service part of it, you know. The people will be like, oh, it's okay, he's making a point. Or if I just laugh at it the whole time, then people just think I'm a douchebag. Oh, but that would be hilarious. It's a really good idea for a video. Like go down to Venice Beach or whatever. People walking by, somebody filming me. Just go up to. Oh, the same thing with all sorts of things. I could, um, I could go up to women and say, "Excuse me, are you a woman?" She goes, "Yeah." Me too. Gender buddies. Awesome. I could make all sorts of friends doing that. I could play race buddy, gender buddy. I could even play demographic buddy. I could say like, "Are you over 60 years old? Or are you over 70?" If I could find some really super old person. This is a cruel joke. This will only ever be done in my head. Any of this shit because I just that's just not okay. At that point, you're fucking with people. You know, I don't like that. I try not to ever do that. I try not to fuck with people. I'll make those videos like about the race thing, but I'm really am trying to make a point, right? I'm not just fucking with people. Uh, I think, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So anyway, go to the old person and say, yeah, me too, 95. That's so fantastic. We're we're demographic buddies. Oh, that's a funny idea. Oh, what was I going to talk about this video? Fucking, I have made so many mistakes tonight. Tonight has been a mistake-filled night. I feel shame at I'm failing to practice what I preach. I feel shame at my failure. Why? Because I am desperate to avoid being presumptuous. I know that that's a bad sign or something. I don't know what it is, but I've got to walk a lot of lines very carefully. I'm trying to move people. Like I want people to move in certain directions sometimes, but I have to remind myself always: you're looking for rocks that are positioned to roll downhill, and you need to dislodge them. You're not looking to push rocks uphill. So I made mistakes with Mateo Katsu, who I did with whom towards whom I didn't direct enough care in the interaction. I didn't consider, like a lot of people, he doesn't want me coming in there and telling him what he ought to do with his project, how he ought to do his project differently. So he kind of busted my chops a bit. And I don't blame him, but that stings. Lesson learned. I have to be more mindful. I mean well. I don't mean to go and tell people how they ought to do their shit, but I do end up doing that sometimes. I I am pretty diligent about making an effort not to tell people what to do, not to position myself as somebody who knows how other people should run their business at all. Whatever kind. And I don't mean necessarily just in a business sense, but you know, my central thesis when I went in there and I started talking to him, and I'm like, "Well, is Miedlina a corporation?" And he said no. Then I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, let's let me team up with you. Let's make this legit. I got all sorts of ways I can facilitate this process. Basically, because and not that I didn't go over there with any intention of talking to him about Miedlin at all. I went over there to talk to him about, I don't know. I went over there because I like to go visit with Matt sometimes. He released his Just Learn to Rock. It's great. It's cool. I love the fact that he did that, and he's got his way he wants to deal with things. Fine, but at the same time, I just need to be more mindful. That's what it boils down to. It's like the more I attain positive outcomes from interactions with other human beings, the more I want to deal with the missteps, the mishaps, the bad habits. I've got this, and then like in the comments, right? So this cool person that I was chatting with, I forget the name. I'm not gonna look at it right now, but I was having a really nice conversation with this person, and then I went and got distracted, something else for a bit, and I saw the little bell thing pop up, and I looked at this comment, and I more or less forgotten about the fact that this is a continuation of an existing conversation. It's like I clicked the bell thing, I clicked the comment itself because I like to go over to the page rather than you deal with it in the bell thing sometimes. Because you can't like things in the bell, that's why. Anyway, uh, I read this beginning, like first couple lines of this comment, and it was, a rebuttal to a couple of sort of a rebuttal-ish sort of thing, and I was just like, da, 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 da. And at the time, and I think I was talking to this guy earlier, but instead of thinking, oh, why, oh, you should read this more carefully. I just think, she's so he's been going at me for a couple of comments now, huh? I bet. Not checking. He's just like, assuming after reading one sentence of his comment, a big long comment, and remembering now vaguely that I had interacted with him in a couple of previous comments, I just plowed forward with my, oh yeah, I'll come up in here at me kind of a thing. And then I put, put comment. And then I actually went back and read his comments. And I said, so I put another comment. Oops, sorry. You were actually being nice, and I don't know why I did that. But I'm not going to delete the comment because it's excellent prose, which it is, of course. It's one of those little Pew pew pews, you know. I feel very smitten with my own neat turns of phrase if I can pull some of them off and stuff like that. I probably should just delete the comment though. It's not that great or anything. It's pretty cool. It's a good comment. I don't know. Who cares, right? Well, I care a lot. Is the problem with that question? I care a lot. I put time into my comments. He does too. Now that I've read it, I realized, oh, this guy's super smart. I want to talk to him, and he wants to show me something that I want to talk to him and all that kind of stuff. But that's why I need to stop doing things like read one sentence, then reply, then read the rest of the comment. That's not the order of operations, Eric. It's not how it's supposed to go. Anyway, sorry, homie. I don't think I accomplished much with that comment, even though it's very well written. I'm gonna go delete it. I feel like it's such a douchebag. It sounds like a hassle, though. I don't know what's happening to me. I As the ecosystem changes around me, I need to figure out how to act, how to behave in such a way that I'm more attentive to concerns about presumption, not less attentive to them. Not that I think that's my inclination, but I gotta manage things carefully. People are complicated. It's one thing to come out in a boxing match where you don't really feel like you got a shot, swinging wildly and hoping for the best. It's quite another thing to insist on maintaining that course after you won a few fights, and it starts to matter a little bit more regarding your performance. I don't know if this video is going up or not. I'm gonna have to watch it first. I'm pretty tired. Sometimes these ones where I'm really tired, they kind of fall apart. Anyway, good night. See you later. Thanks for watching. For the people, I don't know how to navigate necessarily everything. I'm having that FE squirm where I feel like I need to shuck and jive or something. Goodbye.